With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Hurts throw taken in by Diggs.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
18 Cardinal.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
It's complete to Diggs.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Once again, they run with Mixon. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mixon up the middle. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club. Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hurts. And he'll go underneath here to Breida.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Here we go, here we go. Look at my team.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Steps away to his left.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A first down carry by Elliott. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
And I don't think he got there, no.
He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Running with Elliott. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd and inches, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They run for it with Mixon, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And some space here. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Jalen Hurts,
31 yards.
and the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. On first down, it's Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Seahawks send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Returnable for Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jalen Phillips gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost... We got this covered, and then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch, and now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Matt Breida, 47 yards. And the Rams have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Right back to Njoku. Touchdown! David Njoku from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. On the option, here's Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Zeke going to get it on the option. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
It'll be Hurts on the option, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The kick by Gold is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, That's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Flushed out, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Herbert going to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Throwing, Herbert.
And this one is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
On third down, Mixon.
And that one opened up for him well, as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
And they're able to spike it with time remaining. And now in field goal range here with a chance to get this one to OT. And, the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters. And the officials say, yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the third drive of overtime. And as we know from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
On second down, Elliott once more.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first throw here in overtime.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
19
A 20th carry here for Elliott. Always got some breathing room.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 165 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
So a huge gain on the ground here puts him into a wonderful spot. And remember, of course, a touchdown wins it.
And we're in overtime, right? So you have to think defense has been out there for 4 quarters. Might be a little bit tired. The attrition of the game may have led to that long run.
Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They go to Elliott again. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And now 4th down. What do you do?
And after being stuffed on that play, it puts a little doubt in the minds of a head coach who has the football, I'm sure. Do we go for it here? Do we take the 3 points and continue to play on? Because you know he wants to get in the end zone. That ends the game. But I've been on the defensive side before. They've got to be energized right now and almost challenging them to go for it because they've got to be confident.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. The kick by Gold is good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return wins it in OT.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field